哟，大家好，我是小马，欢迎来到小马逛吃。今天我在青岛跟 Chef CJ.
Oh, hello. Good morning. 你好。
Me and CJ today are cooking up a storm at the China Seafood and Fisheries Expo
In Qingdao.
in Qingdao. But it's hard to get us both on the same level.
Yes. A bit short.
Yeah. Just got through security. It was a bit hectic, wasn't it?
It was. Jolly good thing you had your badge today.
Yeah, yesterday I forgot my badge and it was a bit of a faff on. CJ, how do you feel about being in China so far?
Absolutely love it. It's beautiful. Fantastic people.
CJ came from Shanghai on the speed train. I was telling CJ how you can get fast food delivered on your stop, and she was amazed by that.
Right, you know what? I'm going to
about
try and organise it before I get on my train on Saturday.
Yeah.
I'll get McDonald's to deliver to my seat.
Oh yeah? 我是肯门 KFC is my one. Love a
Show me
fried
how to
chicken.
do it and see if I can manage it.
Oh, it took me a while to figure out. I don't know. Me and CJ just got the first 2 courses out. We bought this like 3 bunches of dill in a Chinese supermarket, thinking it was dill, but it's huixiang, which is like Chinese fennel. So completely different flavor, but still very nice. 你好，要尝一下吗？是我们英国的。
中文说的蛮好的，
谢谢。中文说的好，谢谢。Hello， 你好。
帅哥打个招呼。
你好。
看，这是英国小伙帅吧
Hello。
Yeah。刚才长得怪帅的。
没事，谢谢。
这个给我搞一份啊。
好，没事。
We're going to find a seafood restaurant, and Max and I are going to have dinner together.
Yeah. The one that's glowing orange.
So these are going to cut to snack. So this is seafood restaurant. You're going to have to show me what we're going to eat, and you can tell me how you think it's being cooked.
Follow her.
I love it. Look at those. I'm wondering if I could try and find something similar to take back home with me. Absolutely lovely. There's your mackerel. Not sure what are you supposed to be. Lots of seaweed and scallops, and that's kingfish.
You can tell I'm with the fish boss because you can tell what fishes are on the plate. Bloody brilliant.
Oh, I do love these. So, Max, I need you to go through the menu and I write some notes.
This here is called sea intestine. When I came to Qingdao a few months ago, I was scared to eat this.
Should we have it?
Okay. I'm with the fish boss. I must surrender myself.
Oh, I'll try anything. Okay.
This one is citron peppercorn beef. Bottom left is tomato and beef. This one here is a sea urchin dumplings.
Ah, fantastic.
This one is Buddha jumps over the wall. You ever heard of that?
No, Buddha.
Buddha jumps over the wall has varying levels of like expensiveness. Different seafoods in a soup, and it's meant to be very good for your health. This is really testing my translation skills. Like my brain's going at 1,000 miles an hour. 黄花鱼是什么？大家黄花鱼，大拇告诉我。This one is shrimp paste tofu. That one is numbing oil cabbage. Help me, God.
The water's warm. Do they normally serve warm water?
Yes, you have to ask for cold water.
Why is that?
It's better for you in Chinese medicine. Cold water is believed to like trap oil in your system, and warm water is believed to like pass things through.
I've never heard of anything like that. Well, thank you. So what's cheers in Chinese?
Just about to say, ganbei.
Ganbei.
Yeah. Ganbei.
Well, let's hope that we get invited back next year and we can do a little bit more eating in China.
I'd love to do that.
Oh, first dish.
This is the gada or gada tang. They make a wet dough and they have a sieve.
Oh,
they
drop it
pass it
in.
and it drops in.
Okay, and then it cooks into the...
Yeah.
It's a huge bowl.
£2.50 for this.
Wow.
Yeah, and look, there's a clam.
Fantastic. I wonder what type of clam they use here.
They're called flower shell clams.
Looks absolutely delicious. Right, this lady's bringing something else. Lovely looking oysters.
They're huge.
Is that all garlic? Oh my goodness me. No one's going to want to sit next to me on the train tomorrow.
Right, I say we start with the oysters. It's only right.
Oh my God, it smells gorgeous. Huge, huge thing. Oh, I'm excited about this.
Yeah?
Yes. I'm so excited. I love trying new things, Max. Well, it's definitely a Pacific oyster just by the shape of it.
它一看就知道这从哪里来的，哇，太牛逼了
I just want to know where they've harvested it from. That is absolutely delicious.
I want a spoon for that juice.
Oh my God, I could just live on those all evening. So I would like to know how to make that.
I can send you a recipe, a video.
And I'll make it at Billingsgate. We need to recreate some of these recipes.
There's your chowder.
Goodness me, that would serve 4.
It's always hard going out to eat when it's just 1 or 2 people because you want to order so much, but there's limits to how much you can actually order.
Consume.
The portion size is always so big.
But how much did you say that cost?
20 RMB.
Oh, so it's just over £2.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is mental.
This RMB, explain that, because I think it was a Chinese yen.
So Chinese yuan, Y-U-A-N. Yen, I think, is Japanese. So a yuan is just like how you would say a pound or a quid.
Okay.
But RMB is the official term for it. 人民币, which is the people's currency, or the people's coin.
Right, okay. So yuan. I'm thinking my little Chinese locally. And we have a Chinese family that run it, and you know they do the usual things in there, like sweet and sour chicken. On the soup on my menu at home, we have wonton, which I've absolutely loved for breakfast every day this week. One of the reasons why I wanted to leave later tomorrow is I got breakfast.
Can I just say, the soup is very subtle, but it's got an umami flavour.
It's lovely.
It's very Moorish.
It's the sort of thing I would eat if I wasn't feeling very well. Not too punchy, but it's got a nice flavour. So that one then is sea intestines. Marine worms in intestines, such as the spoonworm of the peanut worm. Sounds fabulous.
Yes, indeed. So this is the worm.
Looks good. Nice colour.
I have a fear of tubular foods.
They'll have a smell. Well, I'm going to try it with enthusiasm, and I'm going to tell you what I think. This is a completely new dish to me. I've never eaten this before in my life.
To be honest, me too. So last time this was presented to me, I completely turned my nose up at it because sometimes I draw a line at weird foods.
Delicious.
Did you have any of the tubes?
I did eat a tube. I'm going to use my spoon.
Did eat a tube.
The thing about it is when we cooked at Billingsgate, you used that.
Salted egg yolk.
I really didn't like the smell of them, but when you mix it into a dish, I bet you this has got lots of different flavourings. It's delicious.
The flavours are brilliant. The tubes are just a bit chewy and it just tastes a bit like rubber. It doesn't have much character.
When you were eating the oyster, you knew you were eating oyster.
I probably wouldn't order that again, but if a friend ordered it, I'd dip into it for sure.
It's got a nice flavour. Ah.
I'm so excited about these dumplings.
These are sea urchin dumplings, and what do you think will be the dipping sauce for them?
Garlic soy. 可以给我上点葱，谢谢。
Oh, now tell me what those are like.
Sweet. I think it's mixed with pork. A little bit of an ocean aftertaste, but not fishy. Like the ocean breeze. That's lovely. Oh, wow. That's the thumbnail right there.
Fantastic. Lovely.
It just melts in your mouth.
Sea urchin can be quite metallic for me, but that is absolutely delicious. So it's got a very creamy texture. It's nothing too strong and flavoured. And I love a combination of rice wine vinegar.
When you dip them together, it's really good as well.
Oh, wow.
Spicy squid.
I love the presentation of it. You've got an arrowhead squid with the tentacles at the one end, and you've got the fins at the other, and it looks a nice...
So I've just started prepping squid at the restaurant, and we do it braised in red wine.
Yeah, very typical of Spain.
I chop up all the aromats, I prep the squid, pretty much exactly like this, and then I fry up the aromats, chuck in all my squid, and then I just pour in 2 bottles of red wine, put a cartouche over it and let it braise, 4 to 6 hours.
I don't like doing squid like that. For me, squid's better just fast cooked.
So I'm gonna go in for this calamari. 他说这个是香辣口味，铁板鱿鱼的味道。I find it's very hard to get squid in China that isn't chewy or overcooked. this
It might be
isn't
the
too bad.
species. Squid is probably one of the most consumed fish globally because every sea and ocean has. And this arrow squid is probably not as good and as tender as the squid that we catch around the Scottish waters. They catch a lot in the Murray Firth, and it's beautiful.
I like the crispy tentacle cups. But what do you think about them leaving the skin on like that? Because we do that at work as well, because my chef says that you braise it for so long it doesn't really matter.
I never bother taking the skin off the tentacles, but I generally do that out of habit. But actually, do you know what? Stick it in there. It helps give it a bit of colour. The flavours are just sensational. I'd love to know what's in the dressing.
So this flavour combination is a classic barbecue squid flavour combination.
Unfortunately, I'm not very good with too much heat, and it does build, so I need to glug water at the same time.
So this is our pork with peppers.
I noticed we had peppers at lunchtime in a pork bun. Oh, it's delicious. Is that very traditional?
Yeah, the Chinese peppers are some of my favourite. Chinese and Mediterranean peppers, the best. And you got a candle underneath to keep it warm.
That pork's delicious. I wish I was brave enough for a chili, but I don't think I am.
The reason I chose this place was because they did the sea urchin dumplings and the spicy stir-fried clams. However, we came here and they didn't have the clams on the menu. I'm a little bit disappointed in that, but it's turned out to be a very good meal. What's been your favourite dish so far now that we've tried everything?
That's a really hard one. I'll tell you when I'm eating it all. I do love the flavours in this though.
That's a standout for me. 海胆水饺，你们怎么没早点跟我说有海胆水饺? I had 4 months in China to be eating this.
And didn't have any.
Nope. So when I come to China, I really indulge. And I say indulge because last time I left China, I gained 15 kilograms.
Did you?
Yeah. 大家都有一样的反应，对吧?
That's 2 stone, Max.
It's just too accessible and too good. Nearly just choked on a squid. You know, I saved my mum's life once. We were eating dinner, and my mum just starts silently choking. And we thought, you know, kind of funny for like 10 seconds.
And then you realise.
We realised it was serious. And everyone was kind of in a state of a little bit of a panic. And I just went, whoop, and she went, and it spit halfway across the room.
She started to panic.
She was like, you know, and I just did the Heimlich movement because I think I saw it on a YouTube video one time. You press on the diaphragm.
Yeah, under here, and then.
You saved my life, she said. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I think I can't put one dish at the top.
I like those sea intestines. I might be less enthusiastic if I saw what they looked like. It was like that squirrel. What squirrel did he cook earlier?
我给大家看了王刚的一个视频，他做了一个竹鼠 like a bamboo squirrel, it's called.
Poor little thing, chopping it up. That didn't look very appetising.
I think it looked really tasty, actually.
The flavour in that is sensational, and this is just gorgeous.
I think that might be my favourite. Very simple, but it does the job. It's a humble dumpling. But this plate would cost you a lot of money in the UK, no?
Oh yeah, ridiculous. £70? How much it cost here?
60 renminbi. 最后一个. What do you think about the amount of food that we got?
This would last me a weekend. How much is it going to cost, do you think?
Take a guess how much you think this would cost.
300?
230, £15 each maybe.
Nothing. Absolutely delicious.
The soup gets better once like you've had a lot of spicy food because it's quite mellowing.
It's a way of calming down some of the heat.
Oh, I'm very happy with that.
So now that we've had a couple minutes to digest and we've walked off, how do you feel?
That was incredible. Best Chinese meal I've ever had.
Wow,
Yeah, best.
that's saying something.
I'm not going to want to have Chinese at home again. Not after that. I mean, you can't compete. Thank you very much.
Brilliant.
Max, brilliant.
谢谢大家观看这一期视频，别忘了点赞、关注、留个评论、收藏、投个币。I love you guys， 下一期再见，拜拜。
We can have a little ride in that. I think we're both a bit too big for that. We should have this in London. It looks a bit like Leicester Square. I was saying to you, Max, you never stop learning and you've always got to be really open to new ideas, and that for me was a revelation. Excellent. I like that. Look, there's a tube. It's lovely.